chest and shoulders today. Be on a bit of a time crunch just because ran a bit late with work, so might not get all of the equipment because it's probably going to be busy by the time I get there, which is fine, it is what it is. So yeah, we just have to try and make use of the time that we're there. I reckon if I can, as long as I can get overhead, shoulder, lateral, incline plate loaded, and maybe a cable or a Pec Deck, then that will be solid. Because it'll most likely be one of the two. It'll either be I can get the Pec Deck machine because all the cables are being used, or I get the cables and I can do crossovers and normal flies, but I can't get the Pec Deck because that's being used. So most likely be one of the two. Might see if I can throw in some rear delts, but we'll see how the gym's going. If it's too busy, I'll leave it for next week. It's not a be all end all exercise. It'd be a nice to have. So yeah, we can throw that one in, if we've got room for it. But as it stands, if I can just get kind of the stock standard workout done, then I'll be more than happy. Other than that, didn't do cardio this morning. Again, just had a bit of a later night, so prioritise sleep over that. So ideally, because there will always be cardio machines available, so it's not like when I say I'm on a time crunch, I'm on a time crunch because not only of the added 30 minutes on the bike, but just in general. So we'll still do the 30 at the end, and then try and we'll just go from there. But should be a nice day today. So over that. Not much else has changed. Still kind of same game plan. I have started looking at reworking my gym program. What I'm struggling with at the moment is ideally I would really like, if I could, to be able to fit doing each muscle group twice a week, but within a Monday to Friday gym schedule, which means it's going to be a lot of overlap and double ups. It might be, for example, on like a chest and shoulder day, I'll kind of secondary muscle group would be your triceps that are working because they're all pressing movements. So could throw in triceps on that day, and then same with back, because pulling, it's utilizing a bit of your biceps, so you could throw in biceps during that day and try and work it in that way. But then it becomes doesn't become complex, but it does become not as easy just to roll into the gym and just kind of just do a day. It's it's very scripted and very specific, if you get what I mean. At the moment I'm lucky because I'm not really prioritizing hamstrings. End up doing quads twice a week, which is really good. Other than that, everything's kind of hit once, except there's some overlap, with how I'm doing these days. So start with back and forearms, indirectly working, my biceps, then do arms indirectly, working my chest on dips. Leg day, got a bit of hamstring activation. Chest and shoulders, got tricep, activation. So it's all they are being worked somewhat twice a week, but I don't know. I'm just playing around with it at the moment. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I'm tempted to throw in a Saturday session, but I do like my Saturday sleep-in, so probably won't end up happening. But yeah, only thing that would definitely be in writing, because it was different to what this kind of workout plan started as. But Monday and Fridays would be no cardio in the morning, so no hour in the morning, but instead doing 30 at a minimum, but ideally 45 to an hour in the afternoon on the bike. So Tuesday to Thursdays will be my hour in the mornings, unless things happen, like with the last, like today and yesterday, where there was issues in scheduling just for whatever reason. So I put the bike at the end, so you can still adjust it accordingly, but it's nice to have kind of in writing, the structure of what I'd like to do. Other than that, pretty much it. I'm just trying to, working things out in my head. It probably won't end up practically being able to do every muscle twice a week, unless I include Saturday and Sunday, then it's probably not feasible. And even adding those 2 days in, it's still a bit hard and tricky to schedule in everything twice a week. So it's a tricky one, but is what it is. We just try our best. I'm happy with what I've got so far, but I do need to start thinking about the next program and what I want to prioritize, or what I want to have my goals as, because this program, the big goals was arms and growing my legs, and I definitely think for both of them, I've definitely hit the mark. I think for arms, I'd like to keep. For quads, probably don't need a quad specific day. I do like it, so as in quad specific gym program. So I'm pretty much doing only quads, and then on that second leg day, it's still mainly quads, but I'm just throwing in a bit of hamstrings just to break it up. Whereas probably the next program, it would be probably more towards doing, still a quad only day, but then doing like a posterior chain day or something. So doing, a bit of hamstrings or abductors, lunges, that type of work. So could think about that, but it's all things to consider. If you have any ideas, let me know. So I've gone through quite a few gym programs while filming, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4. They've been good, but definitely need to look at changing it up. But that's a later problem. I still need to work out when that is, because I feel like the day's coming up, or the week's coming up, so it's coming up soon. But for now, we'll stick to the current program that I enjoy and that I'm getting some good gains out of. So we'll leave it here, and I will catch you in a bit when we start doing some shoulders, and then go on to doing some chest. So I will leave it here, and I'll see you soon.
Good. Let's go.
Alrighty, chest and shoulders are done. It was a good session today. Went a bit longer because I did 40 minutes on the bike instead of 30. I was watching a YouTube video, so I was like, I'll just watch it till the end. So ended straight on 40 minutes. So it was a nice round number to finish off on. But other than that, the session went really well. Didn't get Smith machine just because people were on it and just stayed on for way too fucking long. So I did dumbbell shoulder press, which was nice. It was good to see that my strength was still at a reasonable level. So that went well. Obviously, different feeling and different pump to doing on the Smith machine. So it didn't feel the same, but you know, there was nothing available, and I wasn't going to use the Smith machine and do like normal kind of military press because it fires up my lower back too much. Wasn't going to do plate because we don't have a plate shoulder press. It's more of a seated incline, two variation of inclines. The one that you see that I typically use, and then there's another one. So there's no point doing those. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just do dumbbell, see how that goes. But yeah, it went well. Happy with that. Everything else went nice and smooth. But because I gassed myself out so hard with doing the dumbbell shoulder press, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do incline chest press as well as I could have, and the weight would have had to have been dropped so low because of the fatigue. So I thought, and I was, you know, my kind of elbows weren't used to doing that kind of movement, so I was like, well, to save on everything, I'll do chest press instead, and it went really well. You know, it went kind of a bit of a tighter neutrally grip, but that went really well. I did the full stack, which I was happy with, because I wanted to do a pressing movement. So I was like, well, that's a good workaround. Don't have to worry too much about my lower back or anything, or my elbows or any of my joints, because it's just in one nice kind of straightish line. So I was like, well, that's a pretty good alternative. Went really well, happy with it. I mean, yeah, everything else went nice and smooth. Cables went well. Managed to sneak in Pec Deck. Not the machine I wanted to use, but you know, if you've been to the gym I've been to, there's a very clear distinction in which Pec Deck is better, and there's no argument which one is better than the other. It's a clear winner. Unfortunately, I only got one of them, so a bit of a rough one, but you know, the one that I wanted to use was being used, and there was no way I was going to be able to get on it. so I was like, well, I'll just use the one that's available. Flies went okay. I was pretty fatigued by the end, so you know, my kind of endurance for those sets were pretty low, but kept up the intensity and tried to go to failure each set, which will always be of benefit, you know, for maximizing growth. So overall, felt like it went really well. Bit disjointed, but is what it is. Happy with doing my cardio at the end, but I think I set the seat too low because my knees are fucking killing me. But yeah, overall very happy. Tomorrow being Friday, gonna hopefully do kind of the same as today, so you know, do normal scheduled workout and then do about 30 on the treadmill, not on the treadmill, fucking on the bike afterwards. Be an interesting one because it's the kind of random leg day, but done it before, so you know, nothing surprising I guess there. So yeah, we'll just you know, lock in and smash it out. So yeah, tomorrow should be good as long as I go, you know, depending on work and life, but all going to plan. Should be able to rock up. So yeah, that's the goal at the moment. But anyway, happy to leave it here. Glad the session's done. Happy with the session. And yeah, time to go home and eat the rest of the calories assigned for today, and smash down some protein. So yeah, I will leave it here, and I will catch you tomorrow when we do a bit of a random leg day. So keep well, get to the gym, do your cardio, and I will catch you tomorrow. So I'll see you then.